everyone, welcome to Maths with Hira. Today we are back with another question. GC exams are style question. We have solved a question like this before, but in today's video we are solving another question. If you see in the question, there is a square root on it, so I thought maybe you would like to go over this question as well. Again, I'm going to mention, like I mentioned in the last video, the question in the exam can come to you in this form. It can make n the subject of the formula, or the question can come to you as solve for n or solve the equation. It can come to you in the exams in any of these forms. Now let's go and start the question. All right. So if you look at the question, it's a 4-mark question. So this means that you've got to do a little bit more, but instead of just providing the answer, you have to give these steps as well. So we need to figure out how we are going to solve this up. Okay, so if you see on the left hand side of the equation, you just see t, and on the right hand side of the equation, you just see a square root, and inside the square root, you see a fraction equation where you see n plus 3 is in the numerator and just n is in the denominator. So let's see how we are going to get rid of everything that is with the n and isolate to return it as a subject. Okay, let's continue. So the first thing is that this equation that we have to get rid of the square root is by taking square root on both sides. So if you would take a square root, is going to be t squared is equal to, then you would take a square root of this side as well, a square root of this side. So you see these two and the square root cancel out with each other. Now finally n is square root 3, which will make our equation a little easier to solve, right? Still, we got two unknowns, which make the equation a little bit difficult, and we have so much unknowns. Fear not, it's not difficult. Let's see what we are going to do next. Now, if you see, the first thing is whenever we have an equation, we have to get rid of the fraction form. So this means that we need to get rid of n from the denominator, meaning this n would get multiplied on both sides because there is an n in the denominator. This n in the denominator, if you see, is gone now. Now what is just left? It's nt now, and on the other side you see n plus 3. Not too difficult now, isn't it? Yes. Now we just have n, no fraction, kind of easy. What could be our next step? Combining the like terms, which we do. So this means we have to combine, we can move this n to the other side. So it's a positive here. When you take it to the other side, it will become negative. Now, if you see there is something common, we can take out here. N can be taken out as common. So it would be what? T minus 1, because we need to get rid of it. We would have to make n as a subject. So what we can do, we can divide both sides with t minus 1. So that is going to be our next step. And if you would see that we easily made the equation for n as a subject. So you see the final answer would be what? N is equal to 3 out of t minus 1. So this is the answer of the equation. I hope you understood it and would be able to solve it in your exam if a question like this comes. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. Bye.